Hello, on to round 22 of matches at an Italy in the Serie A division. But first, look back on what happened in last week's matches. A few surprises in there. Starting off with Brescia against AC Milan. AC Milan managed to win that game 1-0, with Weebick in the 71st minute, getting the only goal of the match. 18 shots each, 7-4 on target for Brescia there. Bologna managed to defeat Spal 3-1, coming from behind after Spal opened the scoring from Peninaga in the 23rd minute penalty kick. And then we had Cagilari 24th minute own goal, Barrow scoring, and Poli on the score sheet as well. 20-18 shots for Spal, 5 shots each on target. Fiorentina and Genoa turned out to be a boring 0-0 draw. 20-10 shots for Fiorentina, and Genoa had more opportunities on target, 6-2. Atalanta managed to destroy Torino 7-0, with Ilicic scoring a hat-trick, ghostings on the score sheet. Zapata managing to get a penalty kick goal. Meweri Bruto getting a 86-minute penalty kick and 88 minutes goal as well too. So absolutely flashing stuff for Atalanta. 12-4 shots and 5-9 on target. Inter Milan and Cagilari was a 1-1 draw. Inter Milan opened the scoring with Natalia Martinez in the 29th minute. And then we had Nan Gogolin in the 78th minute equalising for Cagilari. There was 2 red cards in the match, right at the end, with Martinez and Bernie sent off. 18-13 shots for Inter Milan and 5-2 on target for them. Parma got a 2-0 victory over Udinese. Gaglio, 19th minutes, and Kala Sipinski in the 34th minutes for Parma. 19-11 shots and 4-3 on target for them. Sampdoria and Sassuolo was another match to be a 0-0 draw, with so 25 minutes sent off for Sassuolo. And Sampdoria had the bulk of the chances, 25-8 on the shots, 3-1 on target as well for them. Verona defeated Leece 3-0, with Daldovic 19th minute goal. Then we had Bassini 34th and Pazzanini 87th minute penalty kick. Leece did have a man sent off for this game, with Del Orico in the 67th minute there. So Roma and Lazio turned out to be a 1-1 draw, with Zeko scoring for Roma in the 26th minute, and AC by in the 34th minute for Lazio. 22-6 shots for Roma, 3-2 for them on target as well. And the final match between Napoli and Juventus, Napoli ended up winning that game 2-1, with Zelensky and scoring for Napoli, before Bernardo managed to get a late consolation goal for Juventus. 15-8 shots for Napoli, 4 on target each for them. So the big three ended up all not winning their matches. So quite surprising there. I did somehow do pretty well out of my predictions. Managed to get 6 correct out of 10 last week, and that included AC Milan's victory, Bologna's victory, Fiorentina and Genoa to draw, Atalanta to win, Parma to win and correct score, Verona to win, and the ones I got wrong, I went for Inter Milan to beat Cagilari, I went for Sassuolo to beat Sampdoria, and Lazio and Juventus to both win their matches. So 3 out of the 4 that I got wrong was those top 3 that didn't end up winning their games. So as we go on to week 22 now, go through the head-to-head records since 2005, the possible wetpoint.com website, and then the odds for the matches, and then my score predictions as followed. So starting off with Bologna against Brescia, 4 wins each and 3 draws. Last 5 games has seen 2 wins each and a draw. Odds for this game, $1.62 for Bologna, $3.75 for the draw, $4.50 for Brescia. On the table currently, Bologna are sitting in the 11th spot, 2 wins, 2 draws in their past 5 matches. While for Brescia, they found themselves bottom of the table, 20th spots, with 3 defeats and 2 draws. And the other 2 teams both got 15 points. So, and Leece in 17th has got 16 points. So just 1 point away from trying to get outside the drop zone. And for this game here, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Next up is Cagilari against Parma. 8 wins for Cagilari, 6 wins for Parma, and 7 draws. 3 wins for Cagilari and 2 wins for Parma in their past 5 matches. Cagilari at home are the favourites at $1.83. $3.60 for the draw, $3.60 for Parma to pull off the victory. And on the table currently, Cagilari in 6 spots, winless in the past 5 matches. So been on a bit of a downward spiral. Meanwhile for Parma, they just behind them in 7th, 2 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches. Better form for them, just goal difference behind Cagilari. And for this game here, I'm still going to go for Cagilari at home to get a much needed victory actually. Going to go for a 2-1 scoreline for them. Next up is Sassuolo against Roma. 8 victories for Roma and 5 draws. Matches played between 2013 and 2019. Odds for this game, $3.75 for Sassuolo, $3.75 for the draw, $1.72 for Roma. On the table there currently, Sassuolo in 15th spot, just the 1 win and 1 draw in their past 5 matches. While for Roma, they find themselves in 4th, 2 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches. And for this game here, I've gone for Roma to pull off the victory, 3-1 is my prediction. Next up is Juventus against Fiorentina. 17 wins for Juventus, 4 wins for Fiorentina, and 10 draws. Juventus unbeaten in the past 5 matches with 4 wins and a draw. Heavy favourites at home for Juventus here at $1.25, $5 for the draw, $9 for Fiorentina to pull off the victory. Juventus are currently top of the table by 3 points, 4 victories in their past 5 games, though they did slip up against Napoli in their last match. For Fiorentina, 2 wins and 2 draws in their past 4 matches, and a loss prior to that. So, reasonable form for them, but it's tough to go against Juventus at home. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory for Juventus there. Next up is Lazio and Spal. 2 victories each and 1 draw. Matches played between 2017 and 2019 here. And on the table, currently Lazio in 3rd spot, 4 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches. While for Spal, they are currently sitting in 18th place there, 2 wins and 3 defeats in their past 5 matches. So, on the odds for this game, Lazio heavy favourites at $1.17, $6.50 for the draw, $11 for Spal. Going to go for Lazio to win this game here. Been a pretty incredible run of form considering 11 victories before they drew their last match, and they also have a game at hand. So they're one of the 3 key teams that could win this season's Serie A. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory for Lazio here. Next up sees AC Milan play against Verona. 5 wins for AC Milan, 3 wins for Verona, and 2 draws. Last 5 AC Milan winning 3 matches, while Verona managing to win the other 2 games. AC Milan at home, favourites for this match at $1.53, $3.60 for the draw, $5.50 for Verona. On the table, AC Milan currently sitting in 8 spots, 3 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches, while for Verona, 3 wins and 2 draws in their past 5 games there. So for this game here, I'm going to go for AC Milan to pull off a very narrow victory. Going to go for a 1-0 scoreline. Next up sees Atalanta and Genoa battling it out. 9 wins for Atalanta, 7 wins for Genoa, and 7 draws. Atalanta 7 wins in the past matches though. And big favourites at home here at $1.17, $5.50 for the draw, $12 for Genoa. Atalanta in 5th spot, 3 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches. Scored a whopping 57 goals there this season, 10 goals better off than anyone else in the division. While for Genoa in at 19th, just the 1 win, 1 draw in their past 5 matches, currently in the relegation zone. So it's hard to go against Atalanta here. Gonna go for another big victory here for them. Gonna go for a 4-0 victory. Next up is Leece against Torino. 2 wins each and 2 draws. Games played between 2008 and 2010, as well as 2012 and 2019. Odds for this match, $3.10 for Leece, $3.30 for the draw, $2.10 for Torino. On the table, Leece are currently sitting in 17th, 1 draw and 4 defeats in their past 5 matches. While for Torino, 2 wins and 3 losses in their past 5 games. So I'm going to go for an entertaining 2-2 draw for this game here. Next up sees Udinese and Inter Milan facing it out. 17 wins for Inter, 7 wins for Udinese, and 7 draws. Inter Milan were 3 wins and a draw in their past 4 games. Odds for this match, $5 for Udinese, $3.60 for the draw, $1.62 for Inter Milan. On the table, Udinese currently sitting in 14th, 3 wins in their past 5 matches. While for Inter Milan, they were in 2nd spot there, 2 wins and 3 draws in their past 5 games. Going to go for Inter Milan to get back to winning ways here. Going to go for a 2-1 victory. And last up sees Sampdoria and Napoli facing it out. 16 wins for Napoli, 3 victories for Sampdoria, and 4 draws. Napoli 7 wins in the past 8 matches. Odds for this game, $4 for Sampdoria, $3.60 for the draw, $1.72 for Napoli. On the table, Sampdoria are sitting in 16th spots, 1 win and 2 draws in their past 5 matches. While for Napoli in 10th with 2 wins and 3 defeats in their past 5 games there. And for this final match, going to go for Napoli to get the victory. Going to go for a 2-0 scoreline. And that concludes my predictions for this week's Serie A Week 22. Feel free to let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And feel free to check out all my other predictions I do through the Premier League, Scottish League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Liga 1, Australian A-League, and a few other random club series. And also been doing Olympic series as well too. So lots of videos for you to check out if you're interested. Otherwise, feel free to come back here next time when I do week 23 of matches at an early in Serie A.